Hey guys, let's get more news about Steelers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Steelers add another ex-Ravens defender to secondary, report. The Pittsburgh Steelers signed former Baltimore Ravens safety DeShon Elliott early in free agency. On May 12, the Steelers added another defensive back previously from their arch-rival, cornerback Anthony Averett. Pro Football Talk's Josh Alper wrote that the Steelers signed Averett to a one-year deal after he worked out with the team on a tryout basis during rookie minicamp. The Steelers confirmed the one-year deal with Averett in an article on the team's official website on May 12. The Ravens selected Averett in the fourth round of the 2018 NFL Draft. He played 4 seasons in Baltimore, making 21 starts. Averett started a career-high 14 games for the Ravens in 2021. That season, he posted 54 combined tackles, 11 pass defenses, and 3 interceptions. Last season, Averett had stints with the San Francisco 49ers and Detroit Lions, but he didn't play in a regular season game. The Averett signing is the fourth notable acquisition the Steelers have made this offseason that involved a former Ravens player. In addition to Averett and Elliott, the Steelers also signed former Baltimore linebacker Patrick Queen and claimed edge rusher Jeremiah Moon off waivers this offseason. With Averett, the Steelers are adding more experienced cornerback depth. Averett has appeared in 51 NFL games, starting 27 of them. Of those starts, 20 of them have come in the past 3 years. After leaving the Ravens following his 4th season, Averett joined the Las Vegas Raiders. In 2022, he appeared in 7 games, starting 6 of them, for the Raiders. He posted 13 combined tackles and 1 pass defense in 279 defensive snaps. Throughout his career, Averett has lined up in multiple positions, including outside, in the slot and at safety. But a vast majority of his defensive snaps in his career have come at outside cornerback according to Pro Football Focus. Averett also averaged 91.25 special teams snaps in his 4 seasons with the Ravens. Last season, Averett didn't earn a role on the field with the 49ers or Lions. But the veteran dealt with injuries as he did in 2022 when he missed 10 contests. "I had a couple injuries my last 2 years," said Averett at Steelers rookie minicamp according to Steelers.com's Teresa Varley. "I'm finally fully healthy and I'm definitely in shape. I've got plenty of juice left." Not many veterans who need a tryout during rookie minicamp make a final NFL roster. But Averett figures to have at least a decent shot of playing time with the Steelers. Pittsburgh will enter the summer with Joey Porter Jr. and Dante Jackson projected to be the team's starting 2 cornerbacks. But outside of those 2, the Steelers have questions at cornerback. There's some buzz around youngsters Darius Rush, 6th-round pick Ryan Watts and undrafted rookie Bernie Bishop Jr. There was also a lot of excitement around 2023 7th-round selection Corey Trice Jr. last year before he suffered a season-ending injury during training camp. But all 4 of those players are unproven commodities. Averett offers less upside but perhaps more stability, especially if he proves to be healthy. Averett could also contribute in multiple spots, including outside, at nickel corner and special teams. In 51 NFL games, Averett has posted 114 combined tackles, including 1 tackle for loss. He's also recorded 23 pass defenses and 3 interceptions. Steelers waive OT Kellen Dayesh after rookie minicamp. The Pittsburgh Steelers have waived defensive tackle Kellen Dayesh, the team announced Monday, creating a second opening on the 90-man roster just 1 day out from the conclusion of rookie minicamp. That leaves 7 offensive tackles on the roster, including 2023 and 2024 first-round draft selections Broderick Jones and Troy Fautanu. Dayesh was originally signed to the Steelers practice squad ahead of the 2023 season and eventually signed to a reserve/future contract heading into the 2024 offseason. Before joining the Steelers' practice squad, Dayesh had spent time with the Miami Dolphins in the 2022 offseason and Chicago Bears, where he spent the 2023 season on the practice squad. Though Dayesh has yet to make his first NFL start, he could find his way to another team in a depth role, standing at a gargantuan height of 6 feet 7 inches 1/8 with top-tier athleticism for the position, testing 85th percentile, or higher, in the 40-yard dash, vertical jump, broad jump and 20-yard shuttle coming out of Arizona State, per mock draftable. Dayesh played in each of the Steelers' 3 preseason games in 2023, having allowed 3 total pressures in 50 pass-blocking opportunities, per PFF. Why the Steelers cleared the roster spot remains to be seen, though it seems probable that they're clearing space for a standout at rookie minicamp. The team already signed veteran cornerback Anthony Averett to a deal after his 3-day tryout with the team. According to the Steelers' current 90-man roster published on their website, there are currently 88 players on the 90-man roster after Dayesh's release. 14 of those 88 players are rookies. Bill Barnwell thinks Steelers should trade for Treylon Burks. The Pittsburgh Steelers love pedigree and happen to have a need at wide receiver, and with the Tennessee Titans seemingly moving past former first-round pick Treylon Burks, ESPN's Bill Barnwell thinks the Steelers should swoop in. In an article naming 10 moves that should happen throughout the rest of the offseason, Barnwell has the Steelers trading for Burks. One team that has been comfortable taking shots on talented receivers in the past? The Steelers, who usually mitigate that risk by drafting those wideouts in the middle rounds while trusting they can get the most out of them on the field, Barnwell writes. Pittsburgh didn't seem to pursue Burks in 2022, when it was focused on Kenny Pickett in the draft, but had Burks been available in the 2nd or 3rd round, that might have been a different story. Barnwell notes that Burks is due over $8 million this season and that the Titans will need to eat money or attach a draft pick with Burks to be able to move him. Obviously, that's a lot of money for a marginally productive wide receiver. Burks has just 49 receptions for 665 yards and a touchdown since entering the league, and in 2023, he had just 16 receptions for 221 yards, of which 70 of those yards came on just 1 catch. Last season was supposed to be a breakout season for Burks, with the Titans also adding DeAndre Hopkins in free agency, but it just didn't happen. If you're a fool who gave up a first-round pick for him in your Dynasty Fantasy Football League betting on the breakout, like me, you're hoping for a change of scenery after the Titans also added Calvin Ridley and Tyler Boyd via free agency this offseason. That leaves opportunities for Burks slim this season, although Titans head coach Brian Callahan hinted that the team wants to keep Burks. It just seems hard to believe, given where he's going to be on the depth chart, that the Titans wouldn't consider moving Burks for future draft capital, even if it's not much. Barnwell's proposal is Burks to Pittsburgh for a 2026 6th-round draft pick, with Tennessee eating $6 million of the money Burks is due in 2024. For the Steelers, that's something I think could be palatable to them, getting a player who clearly had first-round talent who just hasn't lived up to his billing for next to nothing. After trading Deontay Johnson, there's still a hole in the receiver room that's yet to be filled, and Burks could slide into that role on the outside opposite George Pickens. The Steelers might look into adding a bigger name at wide receiver, like Courtland Sutton, but if they can't work something out, Burks is an interesting flyer. There's a chance he doesn't work out and that the first-round talent was just a mirage, but for a 6th-round pick with Tennessee eating most of the salary, it's worth the risk, and Burks could see the field immediately in Pittsburgh. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Treylon Burks? Leave your opinion in the comments.